Hey guys, it's Jo. Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to come and do a quick little video. So this is a topic that I have been sort of like swimming with for a while, for lack of a better word. But this video is about navigating depression while manifesting, like trying to manifest while you're in a depressive episode, or you know that you're gonna have one, etc., etc. And yeah, so that's what this video is gonna be about. We're not in my usual setup over there, and that is because I am about to leave, so I'm trying to film this really quickly, just so I can get this out for you guys. But hopefully that's fine, hopefully that's okay. I don't know how long I can stand in the sun like this, so let me just move. So the first thing that I want to talk about is I just want to affirm you that yes, you can manifest while you are depressed. I have done it many times before. It's not, I mean, it is hard. I won't lie to you, because you're dealing with a lot. You have very intrusive thoughts at the moment and you don't really feel good, and that's not, you're never really wanting to even manifest at that point anyway. But I just want you to know that you can do it, and just because you do get like depressive episodes, or you do have depression, it's not the end of the world. You can still bring your dreams into your reality, even with a devastating chemical imbalance. I'm making this video to help you sort of navigate this weirdness between the two. They are polarities. So some people think that they can't do it, but I'm telling you right now that you can. I have depression, and it's been something I've been dealing with what feels like my whole life, but yeah, it's just been something that I've been dealing with for a while. So I'm telling you firsthand right here, right now, that you can actually manifest with depression. Let me tell you why it's sort of a misconception that you can't do it while, or you might feel like you can't do it while you're depressed. Number one is, again, because of these intrusive thoughts that you might be having. It might completely negate the thing that you're trying to bring in, your positive thoughts, your positive vibes, your positive feelings that you're trying to consistently stay in order to manifest. And, you know, that's true. It does impact that. But what we have to focus on, what we have to realize, is that when you truly want something, your heart never actually gives up on it. So if that's something that you truly want, if that's something that's meant to be yours, it will be yours. And you just have to remind yourself over and over about that. Misconception number two is, it's different from number one. Misconception number two is that you can't manifest while you're depressed, because you are just putting out a completely different vibe. So it's like you're putting out something that you don't want while you're depressed. So the difference is, number one is a reflection of your depressive state, and number two is a reflection of who you are. So you can't manifest, number one, you can't manifest while you're depressed because you have all these thoughts and feelings that are conflicting and blah, blah, blah. And that's a reflection of your depressive state, not you. Number two is kind of like you're internalizing your depression. And what I mean by that is, like, you're making it your identity, to the point where whatever you believe when you're depressed is who you are and what you think and actually believe. So we all know that's completely not true. Your identity is not that you are depressed. You are dealing with depression. You have a chemical imbalance that unfortunately causes you to have a huge amount of sadness. And we know that you can manifest during this time, because your depression is not you. Your depression is just depression. It's something that you experience, but it is not you. Just like put that out there. It's not you. Now, here's how I personally navigate manifesting while depressed. It could feel like a little bit of a struggle sometimes, because it's like you're pushing and pulling between two different parts of you. during an episode, but if you do what I do, then it might help you out a little bit. I'm not going to say that it's not hard, because it absolutely is, but it's something that you can do, and I 100% believe in you. It's just you have to get over that mental barrier in order to prepare yourself, or like in order to fulfill that manifestation. So what I do personally is and this is literally just like the Virgo rising and Taurus moon in me. I prepare for my depressive episodes. This is like so crazy. Who do you know that like does work before they like actually, not even just like mentally prepares, but I prepare for like my whole life around my depressive episodes. I don't pause my life for them. I just put things in place to where if I just take a break for my own mental health, things will still keep going the way that I want them to. What I would usually like say, like I was in college, when I was in college, if I knew that I was feeling sad, if I found myself looking at my clues that I'm having a depressive episode and all of that, I would prepare by doing more work than I usually do. I would stay ahead on top of my classes, even if it was just like a day or two. I would do everything that I possibly could to stay on top of my classes, and just prepare, like do the work a couple of days in advance so that I wouldn't have to worry about that. I would meal prep, so something easy, something I could reheat and it would still taste good, something filling, something warm, something that made me feel like I got a hug on the inside. So that might be soup, whatever. And if I'm like really feeling like upset, I would literally just go to Publix and get like a big cup of soup from the deli section, and that would just be what I would eat on if I knew that I was going to have an episode. Number 3 is everything that I'm doing like creatively for my own benefit, or like for my own self and for others, like this channel, I would either one, take a break because it's something that I can always just go back to and I can always just fulfill on the back end, or 2, I would just do something I know that I could push out quickly, and then just edit it really quickly, or not edit it at all. Some of these videos are not edited, or like to the very minimum, I'll do like my intro and outro, and the rest will just be regular, just like literally just a stream of no cuts. So that's what I would do, and I would just like schedule it and so on and so forth. So I would plan around my depressive episode to ensure that when I do finally allow myself to go into that mode, that I am completely able to, and I'm not really worrying about anything else. And this is the reason why I'm able to manifest. It's 2 things. One, because I'm still continuing, I'm still doing the work, the physical work of bringing my desires into my life by preparing and doing all the things that I was going to do anyway, just in a shorter amount of time. And 2, I'm releasing myself of the obligation of constantly being in a state of being, I am recognizing that I have things that I want to accomplish. I have dreams that I want to realize, but at the same time, I am a person. And so me honoring myself and loving myself is just progressing my manifestation, because it's still coming from the core place of I desire. I am, but it's also coming out of place of love. So me allowing myself to just let go during my depressive episodes by having this plan in place allows me to love myself even more during that time, which we all know that love is one of the purest vibrations out there, which will help you manifest still. And yes, I do still feel sometimes as though I'm not good enough, as though sometimes my things that I want are not manifesting. And, you know, this is just whenever I'm in that depressive episode, I don't really allow myself to go there. I'm just like, I'm here right now, I'm sad. But that doesn't mean that I'm not who I say I am. It doesn't mean that my self-concept isn't true. It doesn't mean that I don't already have what I want. I know that I'm sad here and now, but I also know that here and now I'm exactly who I'm meant to be. It's just about reaffirming yourself and still allowing yourself to have that sadness, to exist in sadness. Sadness is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful emotion. Sorry, I had to catch myself before I started to get emotional. It's a beautiful emotion. And I know that it might seem like it's not, especially coming from someone who does experience depression. Sometimes it feels like it's the end of the world. It feels like it's the end of life. But we have to recognize that sadness exists for a reason. And it is a beautiful emotion because it allows us to grieve. It allows us to yearn. It allows us to want. It allows us to realize what's missing, to appreciate. That's what sadness brings into our lives. It allows us to recognize when something's wrong or something that we don't want to happen is happening. Sadness exists for a purpose, and I'm not saying that you should be grateful that you experience abundance more than the regular person. I'm not saying that, but I am saying that it's okay to exist in your sadness, but don't stay there. Don't make it a part of you, like the core of you. Don't turn that into your self-concept. Don't say, oh, I am depressed. Just say that I'm going through an episode. Stop making depression a part of you as an individual. And that will help you like 10 times more than anything ever could. That's what I started doing. I would just separate myself from depression instead of looking at it as like something that I'm just plagued with for the rest of eternity, which is true. I would look at it as like a sickness. Like, oh, I just got the flu or something like that. I'd take a sick day, take a mental health day, etc. Now, the second thing that I do might seem a little bit counterintuitive, but trust that it's not. When I journal when I'm sad, because sometimes I do, it helps to push it out faster, and everything else helps me get clarity on what I'm actually sad about so I can work on it later, or just, you know, in therapy the next time I have therapy. What I do is I journal and just go and like write it all out. But at the end of my journal statement, I'll go in and be like, I know that I'm this. I know that I have this. I know that blah, blah, blah. So I would just reaffirm. It's still affirming and persisting, but recognizing that you are where you are, recognizing where you are in your reality, and still aligning that with your self-concept, still aligning that with your core desires, etc. So, but the reason why this works is because while you say sometimes horrible, mean things about you, you're still expressing and acknowledging, and you're still bringing focus and attention to what you're trying to call in, the person that you're trying to be, your higher self, the desires that you're trying to call in, like your material things, etc. Money, even. I've manifested so much money when I was depressed. It's kind of ridiculous. Sometimes, I don't know, I don't know what it is, but whenever I'm feeling depressed, I always manifest money more. I think it's because I did a spell back in the day, a while ago, about it, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, it's just another expression of love. So overall, what I'm trying to get at is that if you want to manifest, or you want to ensure that you're or that you're still manifesting during a depressive episode, please, please, please just go to self-love. That is the best thing that you can do. You can also do like petitions and blah blah blah. You can do all that stuff, but none of that will matter if you don't love yourself first. So practice self-love, practice allowing yourself to be as you are, loving yourself as you are in that moment, and taking care of yourself. That's ultimately what's going to allow you to keep manifesting while you're in a depressive episode. This is a lesson that I've learned the hard way. I know it's a touchy subject, and I know it's something that a lot of us go through, and it's not great, it's not happy when it happens, obviously. But I just want to sit here and acknowledge the fact that I know a lot of you might not be in the best position to do this, but please, please, if there's anything else that you take from this video, is to love yourself and take care of yourself, and put that before anything, literally anything, besides, you know, your deities or your whatever. Put that before anybody, your parents, your significant other. You have to love yourself first, because there's no way in hell that you're gonna be able to love them if you don't love yourself at all. You're going to mistreat them. Even if you don't mean to, you're going to mistreat them, you're going to be mean to them, etc., because you have an issue going on yourself. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. I'm going on to a different subject. But love yourself first, and try to stay in the feeling, or if not even in the feeling, then the action of self-love. And that will make everything so much easier for you, and it will also help you still be able to call in your desires at the same time. So yeah, that is this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope that this helps you. I know that it again is a touchy subject, but I really am just coming from a place of love, from a place of experience as well, and I want the best for you. So I really do hope that this helps. Please leave a comment and let me know if it did, and let me know what else you guys would like to see. I'm in like this weird space of like, I really don't know what to film or post anymore, so let me know what you guys like to see in the comments as well. Please like this video if you did enjoy it, if you did like it, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. Bye.